Hello. I'm Dr. Marjorie Begi, and in this session, I want to talk about paper sections. As you can see, each paper should have title, affiliation, abstract, keywords, introduction, method, result, discussion, conclusion, and acknowledgement. And if you have any appendix, you can add, and also references. So one of the most important part of the paper is title. All the time I'm talking in my courses that title, method, and novelty, which is related to both of them, are very important for us. Why? Because novelty, when the paper novelty is high, it shows that your paper doesn't work, your title doesn't work in any other journals, and it's like it shows the gap that you want to contribute. So it's very important, the novelty, and the title should show that novelty. But I think the hardest part for choosing the title, for writing a paper, is choosing the title actually. So how we choose the title? You can find, for example, you have you thinking about something, some subject, so you go and research about it, and you figure out, for example, by reading the papers, that this title is not working that much, so you can, for example, change it and somehow, and working, you find the gap. Or you can find in special issues, because each journal has special issues, and from special issues you can find the subjects that now it's in that journal's wanted. So you can figure out what is the hot topic in your field. Or in all of the papers, there is section in conclusion that we call it future studies. You should suggest in that section, you should suggest the future studies about the work that you have done. So you can also read the future studies of the papers, each sections, and figure out that what's the subject that you want to go and work on it. Also, it's like searching, for example, you can go for the journals and checking this year, or the latest publishers, which subjects they published in their journals, and you can figure out that what subject you want to working on it. So don't ask your professor which subject I should work. We cannot say this to you. You should understand it by yourself, by reading. It's very important, because this is the important section of the writing paper, choosing the title, and hardest, because when you choose the title, already you know, after choosing the title, which methodology you want to use, or for example, about what should I talk in literature review or introduction. So it's very important to choose the title, and it's hardest part. So for choosing the right title is very important. For you know why it's important? Because also shows the novelty. Also, if it's hot topic, you will get much citation later on. And also the other point is you can publish it very fast, because all of the journals, they like the subject. If I want to give you the example, it's the example of my thesis, PhD thesis, because my PhD subject was very, the novelty was very high, and the subject was very rare. So when I actually submitted my papers to the journals, 2 of them, without any rejection, get published. So it's very important how much novelty of your work is high. So when we write the title, after you choose, you read about everything, you can write the title, not the exact title that you are going to work on, but you know it. It's like somehow it's a subject you are going to work, and later on, after you finish your paper, you can revise your title. So um, as all the time I'm saying, the title is very important. There is like things that you should be careful about it, like the idea and main objective of the title should briefly stated in your title. The main goal of your article should be indicated in your title. By reading the title, every reader should be able to predict that what is this paper is going to talk about, and what is the content of the article. The title should not include search result, or it's obvious of course, or statistics. The title should start with the topic of the article, is like what the research is about actually. And it should introduce the key variables and the relationship. So about case studies, this is yours option, so you can use the word of case study, or maybe you don't want to use it. It's based on your opinion, but the title should be detailed enough, so it shouldn't be general, it shouldn't be, doesn't show anything. So it's very important that it shows the detail. And don't use abbreviation in your title, because maybe the readers figure out that it's like misunderstanding for them. So it's not academic that you use abbreviation in your title. Also, as I told you, it should be clear, detailed, specific, and complete, and not excessive the content of the article. It's very important, because in the paper, sometimes you read the title, then you go for the reading the paper. It's like much things more than the title. So it shouldn't be happen like that. Or even the title shouldn't be more than the data in your article. So it should be fit. And also you should consider that it's attractive to the reader. Also try to check, for example, with ChatGPT, when you want to send your paper to the journal, try to check it with ChatGPT, because maybe if somehow they much journals, they have like the theme for the title. So if you say, for example, I want to send this title to the journal of, like, for example, Journal of Building Engineering, so what's your suggestion for correction of the title? So he will give you the good title which is good for that journal. You can consider this tip also. Avoid using like colors or like markers in your title. It shouldn't be too long or too short, of course. For example, it's like 13 to 15 words is appropriate. And that's it.
If this is helpful, subscribe so you don't make costly publishing mistakes.